Yo, bam. Seeing CS walking in his video, so I thought, you know what? Looks like a lovely day. Let me take a stroll myself. You get me? CS is a man that, he does have his daily routines of consistency. He goes on his walks and things like that, which is, very admirable. Looks after his health. CS is someone, that if he says don't eat these foods, they're not good for you, or this and that, I know he's done his research, so I wouldn't even need to back up research to listen to him. You get it? If he says don't eat that, it's not good for you, I'm not going to say I'm not going to eat it, but I'm definitely going to understand that I'm eating something that's not good for me because CS told me. Do you get what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. But I did want to carry on doing another video yesterday on consistency, and I was going to go into the whole Father's Day thing, and like having kids and being this age, having kids, and how that impacts you trying to, get where you need to be. A lot of what we're doing now, we could have and we should have done in our early stages in life, like our early 20s, teen years. And that's one thing that I used to say to my little brother. I used to say, yo, whatever you're gonna do, save all your money. I used to tell him, save all your money, it will help you later in life. And that later in life is not even too far down the line. But it's hard to get the message across to the kids when they're living in the moment. It's hard for them. I don't know, you gotta find a way for them to understand or listen to you, especially when they're seeing struggle. It's hard to, it's been hard for me to get that message across anyway, because my little brother spends all his money. But anyways, consistency comes in a lot of ways and it ends up falling off in a lot of ways when you've got things like family to take care of, kids to take care of and all that. So I did want to do that video, but that's kind of yesterday now. Let's go on to, I'm going to respond to CS today. I'm going to respond to CS today, to his video, and I'm probably going to do another video again later on, maybe. But CS, the thing about it is about you analysing, and you saying that you do analyse. I can give you multiple, what's the word I'm looking for? How am I just forgetting my words, man? I can give you evidence here of times when I've tried to show you things and you've not taken it in because you've looked at your creativity and you've overruled anything. So so whether you analyse or not, you always overrule it. And then now you're saying that AI's showed you how to do something and you're listening. But brother, I told you a time ago to make your creativity mix with algorithms, learn and understand that. I told you that time ago. Can you not remember when Standout TV tried to message us about doing our clips? Can you remember that? And you asked them the question, what, you sent them your video, the advert that you done for Millions, and then that you asked them what would they do better, and they told you bolder words, this, that and the other, and you kind of just disregarded it, bro. And now you're saying that you're realizing, but I'm telling you, all these things get told to you on a regular basis and you choose to disagree all the time, and then you start agreeing with yourself when a robot tells you differently or something else. So sometimes I think some people just don't want to hear things from certain people. Niggas are ignorant, man. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, like I said, with CS and his art, it is sick, bro. But that doesn't mean that your marketing skills, your business skills and all those things are going to be up to par. But then when it's time to listen, you always go back to agreeing with yourself rather than hearing other people's perspectives, or you always act like your stuff's better when everyone's already told you your stuff's great, but you're not trying to hear when, you know, things can benefit you in different ways, and you take the slow approach to listening, which will come across as ignorant. Not in a bad way, but yeah. Boy, so this area is hilly, man. I don't know how you do this walking thing, CS. But I need to carry on doing walking because the kids got me a t-shirt and tracksuit. You know, like a JD t-shirt and short set for Father's Day. It's a large, and that shit don't fit. I says, no, I'm not taking it back. I need to fit in that. So that's what I'm gonna do. So thank you to CS, and thank you to the kids. You're gonna keep me on my health journey, because that's the thing that always gets put at the back of the queue when trying to deal with everyone's emotions, building and going forward. That's our problem at these ages, is that there's so much to juggle. It's easy to have mental health issues. It's easy to not be able to control your emotions. And it's easy to fall into a state where you're not looking after yourself. And something that I've seen Zimbo say today as well is, if you're not looking after your own mental, you're no good to nobody. You're no good to anybody at all. So, it's funny, yeah, because people say you should prioritize your kids, you should do this, you should do... Like, people put their kids at the beginning of priority, yeah? Oh, my kids come first. And then they forget about themselves, they forget about finances, they forget about this, that, the other. And what they don't realize is, you're there for your kids, but you got no money. You know, you potentially can be getting kicked out of your house, you're in debt, you're doing this, you're doing that. You've got to look after yourself first. And whatever you see as helping your mental health, that needs to become a priority. Do you get it? And that's not me saying don't look after your kids. That's me saying look after your kids first. No, look after yourself first, so you can look after your kids. You get it? Oh my God, my calves are on fire. So yes, never again. I'm only joking. I've got to keep this up. Because how am I even out of breath? How am I even out of breath? This is wild. This is going to get people commenting, definitely. I know I'm going to have a few mates watching this saying, brother, but I'm going to let you know something now. It's not just the walk. It's uphill. It's actually uphill. Like, and the hill's steep. Yeah? So anyone that wants to try and get onto me, don't phone my phone. Just laugh in private and pretend you had the conversation with me. Yeah? Or comment down below. I'll argue with you in the comments. That's what I'll do. But yeah, other than that, in terms of analysing, is there much point analysing if you don't do anything with the analytics? If you don't act upon it straight away? That's where consistency comes in. So you've analysed, you can analyse today's performance. Tomorrow you've got to act upon it. You can't sit there and analyse and just be like, oh yeah, I can see what works and what doesn't, but I'm just going to keep analysing and do nothing. You get what I mean? And one more thing, just because someone books a studio after seeing an advert months ago, doesn't mean that it proves that they'll book it after seeing it in months. You get what I mean? You've got to continue to understand how to get bookings in, what works, what works best, because waiting a couple of months for a booking is too long. And I know that's not what's happening here. I know. But that was one of the analytics you put. And if that's proving a point to you, you're not getting enough bookings in. You need to work on getting more bookings in, my bro. But my bro, everything that I say is about pushing forward. So this is the reason why we're going back and forward with each other in this way. It's the bet so we can get better. And I'm just not going to take no prisoners, bro. I kind of like to just say things and it just be that, because we're nowhere near where we need to be, you get me? And for us to get to where we need to be, we definitely need to be pushing. But yeah, that's me done for now. I'll probably get another video done later. And if I'm gonna race this iShow speed guy, because I'm putting it out into the universe that I'm gonna get these things done, might even do a proper video and see how far the reach goes using these big influencers' names. How far does it go if I use someone like iShow Speed in the title and the hashtags, just for analytics purposes? I'm gonna get that done. But yo, that's me done, because my legs are on fire. I'll shout yous later. Oh yeah, let me know how the mic worked anyway. Peace.